place?
Should do. Just a second. Hello, hello, hello. Here we are again. God, it's been so long since I've done this. Right, take scenic route. So, folks are aware. Yeah, I kind of wanted to play just a chill game, but I've played a metric ton of. You know, so not so. Just we're not doing anything too over the top.
That's enough. I've had my office rearranged 5 times now.
5 times? Why? What do they want?
How should I know? It's not like keepers offer an explanation for what they're doing.
And yet, everyone just lets them go on doing whatever it is they do.
What choice do we have? If you try to stop them, they just shut down and another one replaces it.
Just strange that we know so little about them.
Not to mention frustrating.
But yes. So, right. So, folks, alright. I can't remember. Do you actually need to tap these to add them? I can't remember. Yeah, I'm doing something just a bit chill. It's a fun series I enjoy. So folks are aware. So folks are aware. The plan for today. I'm just doing the normal. I'm just doing a Paragon run. But the plan is, so right now we're just going to do some research. In a couple of hours I'll have a break for dinner. This evening I'll do another one of these, but we will be looking at games design because I basically finished all the modern day stuff. So
welcome. I am Nelina. I don't recognize you as one of our expected clients today. Would you like me to see when the consort will be able to meet with you?
Can't I just go in?
I'm afraid not. Yeah, you must understand there are many who seek the consort services. But if you wish to leave your name, she'll make every effort to meet with you.
What do you do here, Nelina?
I'm one of the consort's acolytes. Many of the people here today will not see the consort, but they expect to be attended to just the same. It's our job to ensure that they leave contented.
What exactly do you attend to?
Well, each acolyte has her unique abilities. Some soothe with song, others with conversation. As much as possible, we seek to match the needs of our clients to the skills of our acolytes. My specialty is touch. My fingertips can find every tension point in your body and relieve it.
I'd like to try out your services.
Excellent. I'll add you to our client list. We should be able to see you in 3 or 4 months.
What is the consort? What does she do?
It's difficult to explain. She's many things to many people, and something different for each. Some seek her for advice, some for entertainment, others still for pleasure. Most of the time, our clients won't realize what they were seeking until after she has provided it for them.
You make her sound like some kind of oracle.
No, not in the usual sense. She's merely a woman with remarkable compassion and a generous spirit. I suggest you make an appointment and see for yourself.
I think I'm done here.
Oh, well, I hope you'll return again in the future. We always enjoy seeing new clients.
Nelina,
Yes, Shaira?
send the commander up to see me. I wish to speak with him.
Yes, of course, mistress. Huh. It appears the consort has taken notice of you. She'd like to meet with you now.
Where do I go?
Just head upstairs. She'll be waiting for you.
I see even the humans find the consort irresistible.
This is my first time. I can't believe I didn't come sooner.
You're with the Alliance? My brother's a private back on Earth.
Yeah, the fashion in Mass Effect. To be fair, a lot of the aesthetics of Mass Effect is on point.
That is close enough, Commander. I've heard a great many things about you since your arrival here in our citadel.
What exactly do you do?
That depends on your needs. I offer advice to some, comfort to others. I have a certain problem that could use your expertise.
Maybe I can help.
I have a friend, Septimus, a retired Turian general. I won't discuss the details, but he wanted me to be more than I could be. We had a falling out. Now he spends his days in Korra's den, drinking and spreading lies about me. If you would speak to him as a fellow soldier, I believe he will listen to you and let the matter be.
What happened between you?
I respect his privacy too much to go into the details. If he wishes to tell you what happened, that is his prerogative.
What exactly do you want me to tell him?
Appeal to his sense of honor. Remind him of his position as a general. If you can convince him to stop spreading lies about me, I would be very grateful.
Ma'am, I have personal space.
Now I must ask you to take your leave. I have many clients waiting to see me.
I have to admit I'm a little nervous.
That's understandable. Many are a little unsure.
Yeah. Mass Effect is just good. Its aesthetics are good, its story is good, its world building is good. The gameplay that delivers that aesthetic and everything is good. It's just,
If you're gonna make a Krogan statue, you might as well make it big, right?
Hard to believe the Krogan were once seen as the saviors of the galaxy.
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 3. Here in the financial district, a number of businesses offer various goods and services to their exclusive clientele. The statue you see before you was commissioned to honor the Krogan soldiers who gave their lives to protect Citadel space during the Rachni Wars. In the aftermath of the Krogan rebellions, several embassies petitioned to have the statue removed. However, this motion was eventually quashed by the Council.
Tell me more about the Krogan rebellions.
In recognition of their efforts during the Rachni Wars, the Krogan were granted several new colony worlds by the Council. Over the next 400 years, the Krogan species began to expand. Blessed with an extremely high birth rate, their numbers began to swell. Faced with a critical overpopulation crisis, the Krogan started a violent colonization of nearby worlds inhabited by other Council species. The Krogan rebellions had begun. For a full century, the Council and its member species fought to bring the Krogan under control. With the aid of the newly discovered Turian Empire, they were ultimately successful.
You needed the Krogan to stop the Rachni. Then you needed the Turians to stop the Krogan. So who's gonna stop the Turians?
I am sorry, but that question is beyond my programming parameters. The Turians are members of the Citadel Council. They are not a threat to galactic peace.
oh, They're all amazing. Generally, the way I phrase it is in Mass Effect 1, if they're not a human, they're absolutely fantastic. My favourite team has to be Tali and Garrus. The humans in this game, who are your party members, are damn squibs. In that Caden tells you you get a load of fun conversations with Caden and then it stops. Because the problem is, if you play Male Shepherd, because no homo, you can't get into a romance with Caden, and basically they gate all the interesting Caden conversations around the fact that you cannot romance him. The same happens with Ash, but of course I'm playing Male Shepherd, so you can romance Ashley. At which point, she stops being a space racist and becomes an interesting character. The problem is, I'm not interested in a character whose first half of her story is trying to teach her that space racism is bad. Like, she's an interesting character, but if you don't go down a romance route, all the interesting bits of her character cut off. Because it's like, oh, if you're not going to romance me, I'm not going to be an interesting character. Which means I used to always keep Ashley and not keep Caden. Then I realised, actually, the better option is keep Caden and get rid of Ashley when the thing happens. Rex is really interesting, and he has a fun side plot. He's probably the character that has the most dialogue options, I think, of the aliens, if I recall. That isn't a romance character, I should say, because of course there's also Liara, who is... But the problem with Liara is Liara has the Ashley Caden problem. She has more interesting dialogue and a more interesting character than them. But the problem is, half of her interesting dialogue is locked behind the fact you need to romance her. Which is my one gripe with Mass Effect 1. Like, surely you could have had me still get the interesting dialogue and character options without having to bone them. But no, Garrus and Tali are my favourite. The big problem is Tali quickly runs out of dialogue options. Garrus keeps going for a little bit longer, but then quickly runs out of dialogue options. If you're doing all the side quests like I like to do. Which is just sad, because they're such cool characters. Luckily, Mass Effect 2 makes Garrus and Tali really cool and interesting characters, with a lot of dialogue and a lot of options to talk to them. And you also get the option to romance them. And as the two most interesting and beloved characters in my heart, I will forever take the romance options of Garrus and Tali if given the option. Which is why there will be no romance in my Mass Effect 1 playthrough, because Mass Effect 2 is when I romance, and I will be romancing Tali. Because Tali is best, and I will fight anyone who says otherwise.
Why did the Council fight so hard to keep the statue?
The Krogan were instrumental in saving the galaxy from the Rachni threat. The Council believed this historical fact should not be forgotten. The Council also hoped that preserving the memorial would improve diplomatic relations with the Krogan and bring about a peaceful resolution to the rebellions. Unfortunately, the Krogan refused to negotiate and only surrendered after their population and homeworlds had been ravaged by the Turians.
What were the Rachni Wars?
Nearly 2,200 years ago, explorers seeking to expand Citadel space opened up mass relays leading to systems controlled by the Rachni. A highly intelligent and aggressive insect race, the Rachni unleashed a war of conquest against the rest of the galaxy that lasted for nearly 3 centuries. The emergence of the Krogan finally turned the tide in favor of the Citadel species. Krogan forces provided the numbers necessary to halt the Rachni advance and drive them back. The Krogan then pursued their retreating fleets. Able to survive the harsh environments of the Rachni homeworlds, the Krogan hunted their enemy to extinction.
Was it really necessary to wipe them out?
I am sorry, but a value judgment of that nature goes beyond my programming.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
Obviously, I'm going to be biased because there is a character I prefer to romance. Tally is my favourite, followed by Garrus. I think the advantage they have over all the other characters is the fact that because you have... Oh, hello, I don't recognise this walkway. Okay, it's over here. Because you get 3 games where they get to be in your team. This is the thing, most of Mass Effect 1 characters are not there for Mass Effect 2. And a lot of Mass Effect 3. Like, I love Rex, but you don't get to hang out with Rex a lot afterwards. I love Liara, you don't get to hang out with Liara a lot until Mass Effect 3. Garrus and Tally get the most character development and get some really good stories out of it. The other thing I appreciate about Tally and Garrus is if you look up the Mass Effect 3's original ending wasn't like, so they released a DLC that added some bits to that cutscene. One of the bits is you getting your team out. And of course, if you have a romance with you on your team, it's a lot more heartbreaking. And the interesting thing is, for most of the romance options, the dialogue is nearly exactly the same. Every character but 2. Garrus and Tally are the only romance options that have really unique and divergent dialogue compared to everybody else. And it's, I think, the thing. They get a lot of unique dialogue in the later games because you have 3 games where you get to see their character develop. Whereas with the others, it's like, oh, there's some off-screen development. It's like, great. What on-screen development is there? Well...
Ah, human. This one is greatly pleased to see you here.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
What exactly do you sell?
Only the finest and most luxurious items that credits can buy. This one is able to procure almost any item the human would desire, for a price, naturally.
Why do you refer to yourself as this one and it?
For the same reason that humans are so inquisitive. It is part of our culture. Specifically, Hanar only refer to themselves in the first person with family or intimates. And we rarely do so with other species. It is just our way.
Also, the other thing I appreciate about Mass Effect 2 and 3 is if you don't romance a human, I'm noticing a common theme here, it's if you don't X with a human, a lot of the actual romance scenes at the end of each game are actually very ambiguous to what you do. Like, because with the humans, there is a very clear clothes are coming off. Okay, there is an implication here. What's going to happen? With the aliens, it's like, oh, you know, you just lay together, you're snuggled, you're hugged. You might have done more stuff, but that's entirely up to your imagination. You might have just held hands and chatted a bit.
Who are you?
Oh, okay.
Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not...
Okay. Why are you not giving me stats? I need to be able to compare them. Right. I should have. Oh, okay, I can only compare it to the shit my characters currently have running. Fuck! Okay, I will have to look at this later when I've actually got the team.
Commander.
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so.
Mass Effect 1 is such a janky game. Like, it's one of those ones where it's a janky game, but it's our janky game. Like, we take a level of ownership and appreciation of the jank, but at the same time, dear God, it is such a janky game.
What's this? One of the Earth Clan. Ah, a very famous one, yes? You are the one called Shepherd. It is a great honor to welcome the heroes of the Blitz.
You've got me at a disadvantage here.
Forgive me, Earth Clan. My name is Barla Vaughn. My job makes it necessary for me to keep informed. I am a financial advisor to many important clients here on the Citadel. When someone as important as yourself arrives on the station, I take notice.
Yeah. Like, I think largely it's aged, especially when I compare it to other games of the era, I think it's aged pretty well. There are some bits that are jank because they were experimenting, because no games were trying out some of the stuff they did, like with the guns and the overheating system. I think largely a lot of the game has aged not as badly as you would expect. The only bit that I mainly have issue with this game, except for like some decisions like obviously queer representation, how the dialogue works, the main issues I have with the game are there are some bits, some very unfortunate bits, where you are reminded barefaced that the devs are very bad at writing anything to do with disability or mental health. I will save the worst rant for Mass Effect 2, though I probably won't actually stream that bit. I will probably, how should I put it? I will tactfully do that in my own time. Because Operation Overlord is really bad. So what the fuck? I'm just gonna check my OBS a second. Because it's doing something weird. Hold on. Oh! Right, that should be fine now. Right, I forgot. Stream Elements had one, but this is what this was when I was. This old Mass Effect channel was from when I did streaming really early on, so it had its own chat box. That's why I was getting double chat on the screen. But no, because there was a bit at the very beginning, the first bit where you meet someone who obviously has a mental health difficulties, like, oh, he's just a bit disturbed, he's a bit, genius and insanity are two sides of the same coin. And you're like, oh, this did not age well. Like, that's one of the bits where I was like, oh, no. Oh, no, you want to see bad. I will have a large rant if I do it. If I do stream it, but Operation Overlord in Mass Effect 2 is probably the biggest bit where I would have to sit there and go, if I want to stream this, I have to put a content warning.
Tell me more about your job.
Galactic finance is incredibly complex. A mix of laws and regulations from dozens of interstellar economies.
Yes. Yes, it is.
I'm an expert in how all these economies interact. For a fee, I share my expertise. I also offer premium services for those clients who need someone to conduct business without drawing unwanted attention. Discreet and efficient. That's my motto.
It is the wonderful representation of autistic people, one. It's that quest line.
Sounds pretty shady.
Everything I do falls completely within the bounds of interstellar commerce law. Even so, many of my clients would prefer their transactions remain undisclosed. For example, suppose a Hanar ambassador was petitioning the council to reduce tariffs on Hanar goods. How would it look if he had money invested in a Hanar exporting company? Even if his true motives were to help his people, he would be accused of advancing the petition for his own personal gain. I can keep his personal finances private.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna do the round in a second. I'll finish just talking to the Volos.
Still sounds shady to me.
Then we can only hope you will never be cursed with a large enough fortune to require my services.
What's it like living here on the Citadel?
The station is without a doubt the greatest wonder in the galaxy. It is a technological marvel, but its true splendor goes much deeper than the hull and engines. From the Presidium to the wards, the entire station is a testament to the success of the Council. All the species of Citadel spaced together in a single, strong community.
What makes the Presidium so special?
It is the political center of Citadel space. 80% of all intelligent species in the known galaxy acknowledge the Council's authority on interstellar matters. But only the most powerful and influential species have embassies here on the Presidium. This level of the station is reserved for the elite, Shepard. People like us.
What are the wards like?
The cultural heart of the galaxy. They pulse with the lifeblood of millions of citizens from dozens of different species. You never know what you'll find down in the wards, Commander. It's always full of surprises. Fortunately, most of them are pleasant.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
So, first things first. The working class in me looks at him going, I help rich people dodge their money. I'm like, This is places for the elite, Shepard, people like us. And I was like, The working class in me wishes to object stringently. Trying to remember which. Okay, that should note that one at least. Okay, so right, yes, that's what I was gonna do.
Look at that bug thing over there. What's it doing?
Please do not disturb the keepers.
Cool. Right. Okay. Rant about Overlord. So Overlord, when I first did it, I had the obvious, oh my god, how could he do that to his brother thing. There was the very obvious body horror, AI horror, interface of man and machine, the usual questions that one would deal with when delving into cyberpunky kind of themes. Then the Legendary Edition came out, and then I replayed it as a slightly older person, less enamoured with the innocence of youth and blind optimism. And then I played it again and I realised, hold on a second. There's a lot of dodgy shit in here. Like, oh yeah, the autistic person can totally understand with their warped brain how the Geth talk can reproduce their speech patterns. I'm like, hold on a sec. I have a slight feeling here that you don't understand autism. and that you're perpetuating a bunch of harmful stereotypes about the disability of which I am a sufferer. You know, oh yeah, all autistic people with their altered logical brain can, like, understand machines. You know, they understand machines better than normal people. It's like, I'm not sure that's it, Chief. I'm not sure that's how autism works.
You know, art doesn't normally do much for me, but that relay statue, I like.
Anyone else hear that low hum? Sounds like it's coming from that statue. Makes my teeth tingle.
I'm like, no, thank you. I have grown to dislike that DLC when I was suddenly there like, hold on a minute.
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 2. You are standing near the base of the Citadel Tower, one of the Presidium's most recognizable and important structures. Behind me is the spectacular Relay Monument, a scale model representation of a Prothean mass relay. To your left is one of the Keepers, the enigmatic caretakers of the Citadel, working on a control panel. You may see Keepers involved in various tasks throughout all levels of the Citadel. We ask that you do not interfere with them in any way. The Keepers are essential to the smooth operation of the Citadel. Obstructing their daily work will result in harsh penalties, including incarceration and rehabilitation.
Tell me about the Relay Monument.
Discovered by the Asari who first arrived at the Citadel, the Relay Monument is one of the station's most interesting and controversial features. What is the meaning behind this striking piece of art? Is it a tribute to Prothean vanity? A reminder of their conquest of the galaxy through mass relay technology? Or perhaps it is a symbol of unity, a Prothean acknowledgement that the relays would eventually lead other species here to the Citadel. No one can say for sure, making the Relay Monument a favorite topic of discussion among academics and scholars.
Tell me about the Citadel Tower.
Housing both the council chambers and Citadel control, the tower is one of the most important buildings on the station. Access to these areas is restricted to those with the appropriate clearance.
What happens in Citadel Control?
Citadel Control handles all incoming and outbound transit. Every ship within 2,000 kilometers of the Citadel is under the jurisdiction of Citadel Control. At peak capacity, they are responsible for monitoring upwards of 1,000 vessels.
I'd like to hear more about the Council Chambers.
The business of the Council, which often has far-reaching effects on the galactic community, is conducted in a room at the apex of the Citadel Tower. The council chambers themselves are truly a magnificent sight to behold, though few get to experience the view in person. Typically, only the councilors, ambassadors, and high-ranking officials, along with various support staff, are allowed access.
What if someone has business with the Council?
The average citizen must go through the proper channels if they wish an audience with the Council. This is usually arranged through their respective ambassadors. Even then, few are given access to the actual council chambers. In most cases, the ambassador acts on behalf of the citizen.
I'm scheduled to have an audience with the Council.
Only a handful of visitors to the Citadel are ever granted that privilege. I would be jealous, but that is outside the scope of my programming.
I'd like to know more about the Keepers.
Little is known about these peaceful servants of the Citadel, though they are essential to the operation and maintenance of the entire station. Citadel regulations protect the Keepers against interference during the performance of their tasks. Failure to comply will result in harsh penalties. Keepers can be seen in all sections of the Citadel, but are typically found in and around the tower.
Any particular reason there are so many Keepers in this area?
The Keepers do not communicate with other species. It is assumed, however, that the tower houses the Citadel's primary control systems. Many of the station's systems, such as navigation and life support, function automatically. It is believed the Keepers operate those systems from inside the tower's inaccessible core. The Keepers also make frequent appearances in the council chamber itself, though they appear to be just passing through on their way to some other destination.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina.
Like,
Have
I
a
should say,
pleasant day.
while Overlord is a major problem, Like, core gameplay-wise, Mass Effect, great game. Love it.
Council
And
isn't
the
gonna
world.
ask me any questions, are they?
I doubt it. We've made our reports. Now we just have to trust Ambassador Udina.
No, we don't, sir.
It's our boy.
Saren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the council? Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vicarian. I was the officer in charge of the CSEC investigation into Saren.
It's my boy, my bro, my homie. It's my Garrus.
Sounds like you really want to bring him down.
I don't trust him. Something about him rubs me the wrong way. But he's a Spectre. Everything he touches is classified. I can't find any hard evidence.
I think the council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you.
As I say, Garrus and Tali, like, those are my pair. Like, even if there was no romance options, just all the time you get to spend with them is like, you know, those two never at any point go, oh yeah, we don't trust Shepard, or we got other things like, nah, Shepard's here. We're here for our homie. We will fight and die. We will fight, and Tali and Garrett are there like, nah, fuck the rest of the galaxy. We will fight and die for our bro. And it's like, you two. I will fight and die for both of you.
The hearing's already started. Come on.
Everyone else is like, yeah, sure, I'll help. Garrus and Tali is like, they ask me to do anything. It's like,
the Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel Security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
Believe the victim, damn it.
Accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard, the one who let the beacon get destroyed.
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report. I was unimpressed. But what can you expect from a human?
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
You can't hide behind the Council forever.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
This meeting is adjourned.
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
We need to deal with Saren ourselves.
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the Executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
You can't just cut Captain Anderson out of this investigation.
The Ambassador's right. I need to step aside.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way, innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience, no hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
Killing innocents doesn't end wars, it causes them.
I know how the world works, Commander. Sometimes you're forced to make unpleasant decisions, but only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
Our ambassador doesn't seem to get along with the Council.
He's just frustrated. The Council's always preaching that we need to be part of the galactic community. But for them, it's a one-way street. They want us to expand and settle unstable regions like the Skillian Verge and the Attican Traverse. But when we run into trouble, they don't want to help us out. Everyone knows it's only a matter of time until we get a seat on the Council. The Ambassador just thinks it should happen sooner rather than later. And I agree.
Yeah, Udina's not great.
You don't think much of Harkin.
The guy joined CSEC about 20 years ago. He's been an embarrassment to our species ever since. Roughing up suspects in custody, bribery accusations, alcohol and drug use. The embassy used to step in when he got in trouble. But I guess enough was enough.
The guy's a scumbag. He should have been cut loose a long time ago.
He was one of the first human CSEC officers. Guess it would have looked bad if he got fired. A lot of backroom deals were worked out over the years to keep him on the force. Politics is a dirty business sometimes, but it looks like his time's run out. We've got enough humans in CSEC now to stop protecting him.
I want to know more about the Spectres.
They're not your typical government agency. They tend to work alone, behind the scenes. They take care of problems the Council can't. It's not easy preserving peace across an entire galaxy. The Council prefers to use diplomacy and negotiation. But sometimes more extreme measures are needed.
How do they decide who becomes a Spectre?
You can't just apply to join. There's no training program. Spectres aren't made. They're born. The Council's always looking for exceptional individuals. People who can get the job done, like you. They've been watching you for years. They see something in you. They want you on their side. Nihilus was supposed to give them a final recommendation, but with him gone, things are still up in the air.
What's their command structure like?
There is no command structure. Each Spectre answers directly to the Council. Sometimes they're sent on specific missions. Other times, they act on their own. They tend to operate outside the law, do whatever it takes to accomplish their goals. The Council just turns a blind eye. Spectres have a lot of power, Shepard.
They sound like shadow operatives.
Everything about them is classified. We don't even know how many there are. The latest Alliance estimate puts their numbers under 100. But the Council couldn't do its job without them. They're the Citadel's top agents, the last line of defense, the final option before open war. The entire galaxy respects and fears them. If a Spectre shows up, you know something big is about to happen.
What happens when a Spectre goes rogue? Like Saren?
It doesn't happen often. The Council is careful when they select their candidates. But when something does go wrong, there's usually only one solution. Send another Spectre to bring the rogue agent down.
Our ambassador
briefly, because I didn't realize.
Everyone knows it's only a matter of time until we get a seat on the Council.
Maybe they'd let us join the Council if we were more willing to cooperate with the other species.
Of course they would. If we did everything they told us to, they'd love to have us on the Council. But it wouldn't be much of a deal for us. I understand their side. They don't want us dominating the Council. It's founded on cooperation and alliances. But we have to look out for our own interests too.
I have opinions, but that's because I have opinions on us leaving the EU, so
Tell me more about the
I'm going to stay quiet on that one.
He's a necessary evil of galactic politics. Buying and selling information is a part of the game, and the Shadow Broker just happens to be the best player on the field. Always sells to the highest bidder. Doesn't get involved in politics, doesn't pick sides. A simple system, but it works. He's not a threat to anyone, not directly. He's just a resource we can use, or she is. Or maybe they are. Nobody really knows.
Tell me about Barlavon.
He specializes in moving large sums of money without leaving a paper trail. A financial genius. Doesn't do anything illegal, but he knows all the loopholes. He's got an impressive client list. Ambassadors, diplomats, Spectres. That's probably why the Shadow Broker uses him.
I should go.
Good luck, Shepard. I'll be over in the ambassador's office if you need anything else.
Well, he does nothing illegal, he just knows all the loopholes. Me. So he's the worst kind of accountant. He's the one that makes sure no one ever pays their taxes.
You sure have to climb a lot of stairs to reach the Council. Think that's supposed to be symbolic of their importance?
What are those, cherry trees?
Let's have a look. Are any of the side quests available yet, or do I have to do more of the intro? Is there certain side quests become available at this point? Some don't. I'm hoping the Keeper one does soon. Yes it has. Excellent.
That guy's up to something.
Yeah, I'll do
What guy?
that.
No, I'm waiting to speak with one of the Councilor's assistants. Commander?
Oh, okay, I can't do that one yet. Okay, but I can do this one.
I don't know. What? Oh, no, I wasn't. Never mind. Yes, is there something you want?
Why are you so interested in the Keepers?
Keepers? I've got no interest in the keep.
Don't get coy. I know what I saw.
I'm not so sure I should be talking to you about this.
We're just talking. Is there something wrong with that?
No. I guess it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I'm using a small scanner to gather readings on the Keepers. So far I've had mixed results. I find it difficult to get near the creatures.
Why were you being so secretive about it, though?
Well, technically we're not supposed to disturb the Keepers. I don't really think my scanning disturbs them, but the authorities might disagree. I'd like to do it more openly, but it's not really worth getting arrested over.
I could help you out. I'm not worried about the authorities.
I don't even know who you are.
I'm Commander Shepard, with the Alliance military.
Well, I suppose I could use the help. You'll need this. It's the scanning device I developed. Activate it each time you see a Keeper. All collected data will automatically upload to my database. I'll even send a few credits your way for each unique scan.
What are you doing with the data once you've scanned it?
Trying to learn whatever I can about the Keepers. We see them working everywhere, yet we know so little about them. I'm a scientist. I want to know what makes them tick.
I should get going then.
Yes, I have much work myself. So long, and good luck with the scanning.
No, I just want to ask a couple of questions.
one bit where I've got to remember
No,
where
I
the
haven't
hell
spoken
keys.
to him before. This is the first time I've requested an audience.
Just love how Shepard's just running through the middle of, in front of all three of the council members, just walking up and scanning a keeper. It's like, yeah, do. Nothing dodgy going on here whatsoever. I mean, it's game logic, so they can't actually keep tabs, but it's just one of those hilarious bits of video game logic.
Don't be ridiculous. The Volus won't be joining the council for years.
I'm not so sure. The humans are making a strong push, and you can bet the Volus will be right on their coattails if they succeed.
Allowing the humans to join us is a sound strategic move. But the Volus? No. The Hanar are likely to be next, then the Elcor.
You may be right, though the Hanar need to lighten up a bit first.
You just don't like them because you have trouble understanding them.
Yeah. The great thesis of basically the Mass Effect series, just, you don't like X because you don't understand them. Yes. In fact, all of Mass Effect 3 is going, listen, I know you don't understand each other, but trust, you all trust me and understand me, so trust that I trust them, and so you should too.
The council ignored all the evidence against Saren.
Saren's one of their best operatives. It's only natural they'd take his word over ours.
Oh, so now we just chase leads while this smug Turian runs around with his Geth troopers.
That's politics, Chief.
I hate politics.
Elcor are great. Elcor rendition of Hamlet, 10 out of 10. We'll listen to again.
Please do not disturb the keepers.
Too late.
You're not allowed in here.
This one believes it has the right to move freely through this area.
You're creating a public disturbance. It's against Citadel regulations.
This one is unsure why the other would not wish word of the Enkindlers to be spread.
That Hanar refuses to listen to reason. Why can't it act in an orderly and lawful manner?
You should be more tolerant. It's just trying to express its beliefs.
I am not unreasonable.
Oh God.
The Hanar is free to spew its nonsense once it purchases an evangelical permit.
So if the Hanar gets a permit, it's allowed to preach?
No. Registered evangelicals must follow regulations. There are specific areas where preaching is legal. Failure to follow the regulations results in the forfeiture of the license.
Why don't you just arrest the Hanar?
I could arrest the jelly, but my superior has requested that I find a solution that does not anger the Hanar. The Hanar become vocal when they feel their religious beliefs are being suppressed.
What's the purpose behind the evangelical permits?
Forcing religious evangelicals to register for a permit weeds out undesirables. It keeps the area safe. The Citadel is too important to become a battleground for a religious war.
If you'd like, I could talk to the Hanar for you.
I have argued with the stubborn jelly all afternoon. You are certainly welcome to try.
Do you desire to learn of the Enkindlers? Or has the Honorable CSEC officer enlisted assistance?
Is this really how you want to represent the Enkindlers?
The truth of the Enkindlers must be made known. They gave the Hanar language, and gave the universe the mass relays. This one only wishes to spread the truth to any who will listen. There is no intent to cause trouble.
Is this how the Enkindlers would want you to use this gift of consciousness?
The Enkindlers would wish for their message to be spread to all sentient races.
The Enkindlers wouldn't wish their message to be spread by breaking society's laws.
This one hears wisdom. Perhaps enthusiasm has clouded judgment in this matter. This one departs now, and will not intrude upon the Presidium again.
Dude, you could just get a permit. You could just buy a permit. That's all I'm telling you to do.
The Hanar is left. Thank you.
Happy to help.
Here, for your assistance in this matter. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should report to my superiors.
You could just buy a permit. That's what I was fucking telling you to do. I was not telling you to fuck off and not come back. Jesus Christ. I still think the best one of these kind of quests I got was the one in Mass Effect 2, where you couldn't meet a Quarian, and the Quarian's having a bit of trouble because basically Avolos and C-Sec are being incredibly shit. Listen, I've had Hanar hand me money. Don't ask me how they hand me money, but I've had money off them, so... But, and I just love the bit in Mass Effect 2 where it's just like, you hand the item going, look, the Quarian didn't steal it, and they're like, oh, they could have stole it, and the other person's like, I'm gonna turn you in for vagrancy, and then Shepard's like, oh no, you fucking do not. Just has a fucking go at them like, oh no, you fucking don't. You don't just get to have a go at a person because in your twisted, fucked up mind space, you're like, oh, well, they could have been a criminal. Like, no. Fuck off. Commander Shepard has no time for your space racism. Commander Shepard has giant robot jellyfish to fight. I guess they're not really jellyfish, they're like giant robot squid, but still. Yeah, it's just a random side quest, and I'm just always there like, you absolute ass wankers. I mean, it is the unfortunate bit that there are lots of Volus who you will meet who are giant robot cephalopods. Like, was that a set? No, that's a Solarian, not a Keeper. Whoops. Don't make that mistake, kids. Do not misidentify a Solarian as a Keeper. But, no, it's a weirdie. Just gonna quickly grab the Keepers over in the embassies, and then we'll head into the wards.
Good day, Commander. The human ambassador is up the stairs, first room on the right.
You know who I am?
Yes, I receive reports on all newly arrived dignitaries and notable people.
What is this place?
This is the Presidium. More specifically, you are at the Citadel embassies. If you have more questions, please access Avina.
What's that?
Oh, Avina is the virtual guide for the Citadel. Feel free to access the terminal yourself.
What's your name? What do you do?
My name is Safiria. I'm the administrative assistant for the embassies.
You seem to be distracted.
The embassies are the hub of all Citadel politics. When you represent trillions of citizens, it tends to get a little busy.
I should be going now.
Have a pleasant day.
This is not my fault the Solarian wore a coat that's the same shade of green as a Keeper. Is there a Keeper in here? There isn't. But it's like half of Mass Effect is either dealing with space racists and telling them to stop that, or dealing with large-scale societal issues and telling them to stop that. And then there are also the giant robot cephalopods trying to kill everyone, but you know, that's like a secondary thing. That's like secondary on our list of issues to deal with. That's the afterthought. Oh no, that's one of the things that did annoy me about Mass Effect 3. Mass Effect 3, it's like, oh yeah, you recruit all the aliens to help you fight, and it describes how all the different aliens are contributing, and then it's like, you only get to see Turians, Solarians, Asari, humans. And it's like, okay, can we not see the Elcor fight? Like, you described how the Elcor fight is like, no, you're not allowed to see the Elcor. Oh, okay. Can we see how this alien fight?
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy.
No, you can't see how that alien fights. Can I see how any of the other more interesting aliens fight? No, you're not allowed to see how the other interesting aliens fight. Like, but I want to see the cool aliens fight. I don't want to see the people that are just humans, but I want to see the other aliens. You know, the aliens fight. It's the same with the ship battle at the end, where it's like, oh, yeah, you recruited all these cool aliens to help fight you with their fleets, and it's like, here, primarily focus on the human ships. It's like, that wasn't what I wanted at all. Like, I shouldn't complain, because, like, they do a lot of interesting and cool stuff, but at the same time, it's like, god damn it. This close to greatness. Thing is, like, the Vorta and the Paterans are cool, but at the same time they have the same problem
In light of the recent attack on Eden Prime, many colonial investors are pulling their support for future projects. Proponents of expanded human colonization insist that Eden Prime was an isolated case. Nevertheless, colonist enrollment has dropped sharply. Many colonial proposals are on hold until backers have some reassurance that human colonies will be adequately protected.
That's it. The problem with Paterians and Vorta is it's the same problems as Asarians, Solarians, and Turians. They're still the human-y races, you know. They still have the same anatomical build as a human.
Do you really think we'll find him down here?
He always stops in for a few games of Quasar before he makes his drop.
Fist is gonna be pissed if we take down his supplier.
That's the point. We want him angry. Angry people make mistakes.
There's just something about Fist that makes me nervous.
Good. He's a dangerous man. Now keep your eyes peeled for our mark.
That's the other thing I really appreciate about the Mass Effect games. Like, someone's going to say, oh, it's so easy to do though, but I still appreciate it's the fact you get all the random conversations between NPCs, and it's not always the same every time you get. Eventually you will hit repeats, but like, the fact there are different conversations, and if you go down multiple times you get to hear the progression of each character's story, and it's like, ah, yes. Mwah. More RPGs do this. Like, I know MMOs are huge enough as it is, but it helps MMOs just be so big when that happens, when you just hear the NPCs just having conversations and talking. It's like, yes. But it's even better in Mass Effect because it's not just a text bubble, it's actually voice too. Like, oh. Oh. Guys.
So, Williams, you happy you signed on with Commander Shepard?
I'm not sure, Lieutenant. Every time I think I have a handle on things, the universe bank's hard to port.
Well, don't let anybody know. A big gun and a confident attitude will get you through a lot in life.
Oh, here's the bit where I've got like a map. It's been a while since I've done this, right? So this leads you to the med clinic. There's a downstairs market bit and an upper market area. So the route we'll take is this one. Oh, look at the scenic view. bit on it. Yep, that's what I thought. Oh, yeah, that's the one in Mass Effect 3. Yes, the one that I made the mistake the first time I did it. I gave her because you get the Spectre thing where you can give permission. I did give her access to the gun, and then I realised, well, that's a very bad mistake. I was like, surely they'll give her a gun without ammunition, so you know it could just be there to make her feel comfortable. And then it was like, no.
Your professional opinion, sir?
This isn't a station. It's a city.
There must be millions here. It can't be possible to track everyone coming and going.
This makes Jump Zero look like a porta-john, and it's the largest deep space station the Alliance has.
Jump Zero is big, but this is a whole nother scale. Look at the ward arms. How do they keep all that mass from flying apart?
The Council represents more races than I thought. No wonder they're careful with newcomers.
They probably just want to keep everything running. It has to be hard keeping all these cultures working together.
Or maybe they just don't like humans.
Why not? We've got oceans, beautiful women, this emotion called love. According to the old vids, we have everything they want.
If you expect to get me in a tinfoil miniskirt and thigh-high boots, I want dinner first. Sir.
That will be enough, Chief.
At ease, Lieutenant. Can't see her in a skirt anyway.
Damn straight you can't.
Ready to move out, sir.
That was the most awkward conversation I've ever seen.
I'm Emily Wong. I'm an investigative journalist working here on the Citadel. Could I have a moment of your time?
What do you need?
I've been hunting for evidence of corruption and organized crime on the Citadel, but there are places I can't go. I was hoping you might share anything you find during your own investigation. I can make it worth your time.
How do you know that my investigation is going to uncover anything you need?
You wouldn't be investigating if it weren't big. And if it's big, it's something I'd like to hear about.
You've got to have access to better sources. Why contact me?
I'm using every source I can find, but I think I've got a better shot with you. I've read your file. If anyone is going to uncover corruption here, it's the hero of the Skillian Blitz.
How do you know I'm investigating anything here on the Citadel?
I'm a good journalist, Commander Shepard. Word gets around.
Sounds like a good cause. If I find any information, it's yours.
Thank you, Commander. You won't regret it.
The one thing I do also, the one thing I will say though, the Mass Effect ones have the slight problem that there's, once they've done the story, the conversation stops. And while they're cool, the main random conversation, like, they are great, but I also love around them the unique one-time conversations.
Be careful who you say that around.
What? Everyone knows Fist isn't with the local criminals.
Maybe, but I wouldn't go shouting it from our mountaintops.
Yeah, unless you want to end up on his hit list.
Yes, I heard he actually buried some corpses under the stage at Cora's Den.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Yes, and it might explain the stench in that place.
Like, it's the little one-line
While on
conversation.
duty, I'd have to show you some of my dance moves. Sir.
Ashley, you're trying really hard to flirt with the commander.
Drinks and dancing down below, gambling up above. Good place to blow off some steam.
It's out of my hands. I bring her back in a second. She doesn't want to come.
No. I'll see if I can talk some sense into her next time I see her. Sorry, I'm kind of busy right now. So, what can I do for you?
What were you discussing with the Volus?
Who, Doran? Oh, I was just asking him about my sister. See, she worked for Doran before she left to... Ugh, sorry. I don't want to bore you with my problems.
I'm interested to hear what you have to say.
Well, Okay, my sister Jenna left here to go work at Cora's Den. The problem is, she's working as an informant for CSEC. You know, eavesdropping on the people there. If they find out what she's doing, they'll kill her.
Being an informant is a dangerous job.
That's what I've been telling her. I don't know. Sometimes I think she stays there just to spite me.
Do you know who her contact at CSEC is?
No, it's all very secret. Last time I asked an officer, he told me to stay out of it, for Jenna's safety.
Maybe I could help her understand just how dangerous Cora's Den is.
Would you? That'd be great. Just don't tell her I sent you. Well, I should get back to work before I get in trouble. Thanks.
But yeah, no, it's the very random one-line conversations you overhear that I love the most.
I think somebody rigged this machine.
Machine to fund credits, you say? Somewhere along here. Here is it? No, it's not. Somewhere along here. Or is it just along? You're just looking for the little dot that says, "It's me. I am the point." We'll probably come up, because to be fair, I'm doing a bunch of different quests right now. Oh god, I just...
Hello, Earth Clan. No doubt you've just come back from the colonies. Will you be needing supplies?
Show me what you've got.
Most excellent. Welcome back.
What colonies are you talking about?
Oh, my mistake, Earth Clan. I assumed... It doesn't matter. Pharaohs? Noveria? Well, if you haven't heard of them yet, I'm sure you will soon. But it doesn't matter where you hail from. My goods are available to all.
What can you tell me about Noveria?
The corporate capital of the Attican Traverse. Very cold. Very snowy. I don't get too many clients from there. They all have their own private suppliers.
I'd like to know more about Pharos.
It's an old Prothean world. Their buildings still litter the surface. The humans aren't the first to colonize it, but they are the most recent. I just realized I haven't heard from my contact on that planet for some time. Ah, well, I'm sure he's fine.
I should be going.
As you say, Earth Clan. Good day to you.
Here we go.
Is that You're Commander Shepard, the hero of Eden Prime. I am so honored to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And you are?
My name is Conrad. Conrad Werner. They say you killed more than 100 Geth on Eden Prime.
I spend most of the time trying to stay alive and help the colonists.
Hey, I know you're probably busy, but do you have time for a quick autograph?
Anything for a fan. Here.
Thanks. I really appreciate it. My wife is going to be so impressed. I'll let you get back to work. But next time you're on Earth, I'd love to buy you a drink. Thanks again!
The sad bit of the Conrad Werner story is, I don't know how much people know about this. So he will reappear in Mass Effect 2. Now there is an option in Mass Effect 1 for you to, put it simply, knock his lights out. but only if you go the Renegade route. Well, in Mass Effect 2, the converter of your save file, there was a bug that it would always say you punched Conrad Werner. So in Mass Effect 2, he accuses you going, oh, you punched me, even though in Mass Effect 1 you may not have. So in Mass Effect 3, they needed to add a line where Conrad Werner goes, I'm
Hello
really
there.
sorry
Welcome
if
to
I said
Moorland's
you
famous
punched
shop.
me when
You
I
want
did,
many
when you
good
didn't.
supplies, yes? Oh, you will be pleased, I think. Very good things I have. You will see.
Cool, just let me buy the fucking licenses. Because to put it simply, your gear is crap. Your gear, it is terrible.
That's him.
Those were Saren's men.
Clear.
A million light years from where humanity began, and we walk into a bar filled with men drooling over half-naked women, shaking their asses on a stage. You decide if that's funny or sad.
What? You don't think they're here because of the food?
Hi, I'll be with you in just a sec.
I'll wait right here.
Why do I get the feeling you're not here to order drinks?
I need to talk to you about your work with CSEC.
I don't know what you're talking about. Now, if you don't mind, I need to get back to my customers.
This isn't a game, Jenna. These people are dangerous.
Now you sound like my sister. Why is everyone so concerned about me? I can take care of myself. I need to go. I'm not a stripper. I don't get paid to stand around and look pretty.
Charming girl.
Commander. What do you want?
What's bothering you, General?
I've seen a lot of horrible things in my days, and there's only one woman in this damn galaxy that helps me forget it.
So if you feel that way, then why spread lies about her?
Because she rejected me! Me! Septimus Oraka, General of the Turian Fleet!
I think I can see why you're upset, but spreading these lies won't make it better.
Look, kid, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but don't waste your time.
General, did you ever win a battle by moping in a bar?
Ah, war. That's what this feels like, all right. How did I let it come to this? So you think it's that easy? Just straighten up and act like a general?
I don't think it could hurt.
Huh. Maybe you're right, Commander. Shaira's worth the effort, even if she won't have me back.
This is no place for someone of your stature, General.
All right, I'll go to her. After I've had a cold shower or two. Say, you're a bright kid. Would you be interested in earning a few extra credits?
What do you want me to do?
There's an L-Corps diplomat out there who believes Shaira gave up his secrets.
Why does he think that?
Because I told him. Look, I just need you to convince him of the truth.
What makes you think he'll believe me?
You'll bring him proof. Take this data pad. It shows where I got my info. It will exonerate Shaira and convince the L-Corps.
Who am I taking it to, and where is he?
His name is Zoltan. He's an L-Corps diplomat. He's over in the embassies complaining about Shaira. Well, Here's to soldiers acting like soldiers. Thanks, Commander. You know, you might make a good general yourself one day.
Hard to imagine a general like that getting so upset about a woman.
That's because...
Back off, Rex. Fist told us to take you down if you showed up.
What are you waiting for? I'm standing right here. This is Fist's only chance. If he's smart, he'll take it.
He's not coming out, Rex. End of story.
This story is just beginning. Out of my way, humans. I have no quarrel with you.
What was that all about?
Who knows? Let's just try not to get caught in the middle.
Alliance military. I could have been a Marine, you know. Instead, I joined the goddamn Citadel security. Biggest mistake of my life.
Harkin, right? I was told you could help me find someone. A Turian CSEC officer named Garrus.
Garrus? You must be one of Captain Anderson's crew. Poor bastard, still trying to bring Saren down, eh? I know where Garrus is, but you gotta tell me something first. Did the captain let you in on his big secret?
Is there something I should know about the captain?
The captain used to be a Spectre. Didn't know that, did you? It was all very hush-hush. The first human ever given that honor, and then he blew it. Screwed up his mission so bad they kicked him out. Of course, he blames Saren. Says the Turians set him up.
Why'd they kick him out?
Have to ask him. I never heard any of the details. Bet it's a good story, though. The heroes fall. Classic tragedy.
You said they covered all this up. How'd you hear about it?
I spent 20 years working cases here on the Citadel. People on this station love to talk. Secrets are like herpes. If you got them, you might as well spread them around.
You're a pig.
Just noticed that now, did you?
Just tell me where Garrus went.
Garrus was sniffing around Dr. Michelle's office. She runs the med clinic on the other side of the wards. Last I heard, he was going back there.
What's it like working for CSEC?
You mean, what was it like? The executors suspended me without pay. Recurring violations. CSEC was keeping a file on me. Can you believe that? Every mistake I ever made went into the books. Get a little rough with a suspect, note in the file. Have a couple of drinks on duty, note in the file. Skim a couple of credits off a drug bust, note in the file. It's a goddamn witch hunt.
You got off easy, if you ask me.
What the hell do you know? Working for CSEC isn't like being a Marine. People get pissed off if we shoot somebody. Investigations, inquiries, rules, regulations. Every day I plow through enough red tape to choke a rhino. That's how you gotta be to do this job. So don't talk to me about right and wrong. You soldiers got it easy.
You need to look in a mirror. Sober up and take some responsibility for yourself.
Save your sermons. This ain't no church.
What do you know about Garrus?
Damn hothead is what he is. Still figures he can save the world. Always bucking heads with the Executor. He'll pay for it soon enough. The Executor loves to put us lowly field agents in our place. Just look what happened to me.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, good. Go. Let me drink in peace.
Why didn't Captain Anderson tell us he used to be a Spectre?
If you've got questions about Jenna, meet me at CSEC Academy.
Are you talking to me?
Push off. I never did nothing to you. Damn newcomers. Think they can run the place.
What was that about?
I guess we'd better go find out.
Didn't look for keepers. But there is a keeper down here.
didn't tell anyone, I swear.
That was smart, Doc. Now if Garrus comes around, you stay smart. Keep your mouth shut, Erwin. Who are you? Let her go.
Ah!
Perfect timing, Shepard. Gave me a clear shot at that bastard.
What were you thinking? You could have hit the hostage.
There wasn't time to think. I just reacted. I didn't mean to... Dr. Michelle, are you hurt?
No, I'm okay. Thanks to you. All of you.
I know those men threatened you, but if you tell us who they work for, we can protect you.
They work for Feast. They wanted to shut me up, keep me from telling Garrus about the Quarian.
What Quarian?
A few days ago, a Quarian came by my office. She'd been shot, but she wouldn't tell me who did it. I could tell she was scared, probably on the run. She asked me about the Shadow Broker. She wanted to trade information in exchange for a safe place to hide.
Where is she now?
I put her in contact with Fist. He's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
Not anymore. Now he works for Saren. And the Shadow Broker isn't too happy about it.
Fist betrayed the Shadow Broker? That's stupid even for him. Saren must have made him quite the offer.
That Quarian must have something Saren wants. Something worth crossing the Shadow Broker to get.
She must have something that proves he's a traitor. Did the Quarian mention anything about Saren or the Geth?
She did. The information she was going to trade. She said it had something to do with the Geth.
She must be able to link Saren to the Geth. There is no way the Council can ignore this.
Time we paid Fist a visit.
This is your show, Shepard. But I want to bring Saren down as much as you do. I'm coming with you.
You're a Turian. Why do you want to bring him down?
I couldn't find the proof I needed in my investigation, but I knew what was really going on. Saren is a traitor to the Council and a disgrace to my people.
Welcome aboard, Garrus.
You know, we aren't the only ones going after Fist. The Shadow Broker hired a Krogan bounty hunter named Rex to take him out.
Yeah, we saw him in the bar.
A Krogan might come in handy.
Last I heard, he was at the CSEC Academy.
What's he doing there?
Fist accused him of making threats. We brought Rex in for a little talk. If you hurry, you can catch him at the Academy before he leaves.
Move out.
Hey, I know you. You're Shepard, right? I was on Mindwar during the Blitz. Saw you on the vids when you got your medal. You saved the whole colony.
Looks like you have a fan.
I'm sorry, I just never thought I'd meet someone like you in person. My name's Lang, Officer Eddie Lang, Citadel Security. It's an honor to meet you, Commander. What are you doing down here in the wards? Anything I can help you with?
Why'd you join Citadel Security?
I don't know. Seemed like the right thing to do, you know? Maybe it's in my blood. My grandfather was a cop back on Earth. It's kind of what CSEC is. Police for the Citadel. I'm still pretty new at it, but I like it so far. Way more interesting than staying back on Earth. You get to meet all kinds of cool aliens, like those Hanar. Wild. Plus, CSEC gets a lot of respect here. We uphold the law. People, even aliens, appreciate that.
How do you like working here on the Citadel?
This place is amazing. I've been here almost a year, and I still haven't seen a tenth of it. The Presidium's just so beautiful. Good place to go and relax. But I really like it here down in the wards. There's always something going on somewhere. Like that new club they just opened a few months ago, Flux. Wicked scene in there, Commander. You should check it out when you have some time.
What do you know about the Spectres?
Just the stuff they show in the vids. They always make them out to be super agents on secret missions to save the galaxy. I know it's not really like that, though. Some of the other CSEC guys don't like them too much. Figure they shouldn't be able to operate outside the law. But if they were so bad, the Council wouldn't use them, right?
Do you know a CSEC officer named Harkin?
I shouldn't really say too much. He's been on the force a lot longer than me. But I've heard things, you know? Drinking on the job, taking bribes, that kind of thing. Rumors mostly, but they suspended him, so some of it must be true.
I have to go.
Right. You're probably real busy. Well, see you around, Commander.
Well, Garrus, any regrets about leaving Citadel Security?
Fighting a rogue Spectre with countless lives at stake and no regulations to get in the way? I'd say that beats CSEC.
Well, we don't lack for excitement, that's for sure.
Witnesses saw you making threats in Fist's bar. Stay away from him.
I don't take orders from you.
This is your only warning, Rex.
You should warn Fist. I will kill him.
You want me to arrest you?
I want you to try.
Go on. Get out of here.
Do I know you, human?
My name's Shepard. I'm going after Fist. Thought you might want to come along.
Shepard. Commander Shepard. I've heard a lot about you. We're both warriors, Shepard. Out of respect, I'll give you a fair warning. I'm going to kill Fist.
Fist knows you're coming. We'll have a better chance if we all work together.
My people have a saying. Seek the enemy of your enemy, and you will find a friend.
Glad to have you on the team, Rex.
Let's go. I hate to keep Fist waiting.
Okay, Jalid. Let me get this straight. Your business partner, Shorban, he's threatened you?
Well, no, not exactly. But he wants to meet with me. I think he's going to kill me.
And why do you think that?
I can't really get into the details. But Shorban will kill me if I leave here unprotected.
I can't help you. Not unless you give me something more to go on.
I can't. I'm sorry.
Then I've got other work to do. But nothing. Don't bother me unless you're willing to give me details.
Detective Chelik, come into my office. No offense, Commander, but what the hell were you thinking?
I don't follow you.
You could have blown Jenna's cover.
We were just getting information, Chelik.
I gathered that. It might seem cold letting her take all the risk, but we're keeping a close eye on her.
Do you really need to risk her life to get the information you want?
This job isn't easy and it's usually unpleasant. I'll take help anywhere I can find it. But since you're so concerned with her safety, maybe there's a way we can help each other.
Always playing the angles, Detective?
As part of the job. Now are you gonna help me or not?
You're a smart guy, Chelik. Figure out another way.
I do have several contingencies. She's just my option A. I'll cut her loose, even get her out of Cora's den, no strings attached. But that still leaves my case unsolved. I could still use your help.
I'll help you, but I need some details.
I'm trying to track down an illegal arms producer. I just need some of their product. Thanks to Jenna's intel, I've learned there's a seller here on the Citadel. Meet our man named Jax. Pick up the mods and bring them back here. That'll give me everything I need.
Why are you so concerned about these mods?
We have access to some of the most sophisticated weaponry there is. It's what gives us our edge. What do you suppose happens when we lose that edge? These give criminals an advantage we can't afford to let them keep.
I'll persuade
No.
Jax.
You tip Jax off and all my leads will disappear faster than you can
Where
see.
can I find this?
Jax is down in the lower level of the markets. I'll send word. Good luck, Commander.
Oh, there's always one. No, I know where it is. But we won't be able to do it.
Saren was one of the most respected Turians in the galaxy, Garrus. You gonna be okay going up against him?
Saren is either a traitor or a madman. Taking him down will restore the good name of Turians everywhere.
Just keep saying that, especially to humans. We've got a lot of angry people right now. Looks like it's shut down.
Fist knows we're coming.
Over there!
Stop right there. Don't come any closer.
Warehouse workers. All the real guards must be dead.
Stay back, or we'll shoot.
This would be a good time to find somewhere else to work.
Yeah, right. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I never liked Fist anyway.
I would have never thought of that.
Shooting people isn't always the answer.
Why do I have to do everything myself? Time to die, those soldiers.
Shit. That was a cock up on my part.
Looks like it's shut down.
Fist knows. Stop right there. Don't come any closer.
Warehouse workers.
Stay back, or we'll
This would...
Yeah, I...
Why do I have to do everything myself? Time to die, those soldiers.
Don't kill me, I surrender!
Where's the Quarian?
She's not here. I don't know where she is. That's the truth.
He's lying.
You better start explaining before I lose my temper.
The Quarian isn't here. Said she'd only deal with the Shadow Broker himself.
Impossible. The Shadow Broker only works through his agents.
Nobody meets the Shadow Broker. Ever. Even I don't know his true identity. But she didn't know that. I told her I'd set a meeting up. But when she shows up, it'll be Saren's men waiting for her.
Give me the location. Now.
Here on the wards, the back alley by the markets. She's supposed to meet them right now. You can make it if you hurry.
Am I supposed to just forget your part in all this?
Hey, I came clean. I told you about the meeting. Besides, I've got my own problems now. The Shadow Broker wants me dead. I have to disappear. Forget about me. I'm a ghost.
You're not my concern.
Don't worry, you'll never see me again.
My favourite bit. So we get to meet the other best character.
Did you bring it?
Where's the Shadow Broker? Where's Fist?
They'll be here.